I see a long train coming across the Polish plain. The passengers it carries ain't coming back again. This train is bound for Auschwitz, like many another one. Passengers condemned to die, but no crime have they done. They are jammed into the boxcars, so tight against the wall, and in those cars the dead men stand. There is no room to fall. Now the reason they are dying I will explain to you. Adolf Hitler has decided to exterminate the Jews. He ships them off to Auschwitz. The train unloads them there, and standing by the railroad track, they take their last breath of fresh air. The SS troopers herd them right down a well-worn path into a hall where they are told they are to take a bath. When they're undressed, they're let inside a giant shower room. The door is sealed behind them, and it also seals their doom. Into the room there drops a bomb of Nazi poison gas, and not one soul is left alive when 15 minutes pass. Now the men who did these awful crimes, they wish they'd murdered more. The only thing they're sorry for is that they lost the war. And hundreds of these murderers still walk the earth today, just hoping for a chance to kill the one that got away.
I'm gonna need a little bit of light for this next one. So under handouts was the lyrics for that song, and it was written in the 70s, folk song, Tom Paxton, pretty awesome dude. And on the handouts, I stapled a bracelet. While it's not fully affiliated with Nazi the Holocaust, it represents anti-hate. Some friends of mine run Best Friends, and it's all about no homeless pets. So wear them, give them to a friend, whatever you choose. I won't be offended. And then I've got a song and a slideshow behind my poem, and the only reason I did that is I found some really interesting photos of my lady's hometown. She was born in Durin, Germany. So any of the pictures that pop up are strictly affiliated with Durin and her hometown in the war. And here it goes. My name is Ilse Landau. I was born in 1910, born in Deutschland, in a town called Durin. Born inside the country, a German citizen. My family was doing great. We even owned a department store, but in the year of 1938, the Nazis burst down the door. They were interested in her place, but money was offered not. They told my father, if you don't give me your store the way that I want, you will be shot. I wanted to leave the country, for my husband was in Brazil. After I was packed and ready, I received news that kept me still. Two cousins of my in-laws were caught against their will, stopped at the border by Germans. They were shot and killed. So I stayed in Germany. By now we were in Berlin. I started doing war work for a company called Siemens. I was quite well liked and had many friends, for I worked as hard as men. Most other workers were Jewish too, so the mood was a bit more zen. The owners too were generous, even though they were German. My forelady was worried for my life, so she came to me one day. She offered me her passport, saying, I'm worried they'll take all the Jews away. She instructed me to walk behind her and for me not to stray. She dropped her passport on the ground. I didn't know what to say. Things got rough in the years to come. We moved from place to place. We went into hiding in 43 underground without a trace. A justice official made some flyers. We distributed them and headed back to base. They were anti-Hitler publications, for he was a disgrace. The Gestapo had spies all around. A Jewish girl who had us detained. Two SS men guarded her, and right in front of them, I slapped her across the face. For her betrayal, I could not refrain. They shipped us off to Auschwitz, but I jumped from the train. So my husband was not so lucky, which has always caused me pain. He was shot and killed at another camp. Why were they so inhumane? The train was moving really fast, about 50 miles per hour. I didn't know if I'd live or die. I just knew I could not cower. Luckily, the guards did not notice, so in the forest, they did not scour. After the war had ended, I did not know where to go. I loved my country still, but could no longer call it home. The Nazis took all that I had. I was all alone. Truman ordered directives to take us to the United States. No other country wanted us. To them, we were dead weight. So I ventured to a new world, not knowing what awaits. But I'll never forget this tragedy.